Yeah. My people. Let's have this quick chat real quick. Lucky Libra in the building. Hope everybody is in well spirits. Hope everybody is in positive spirits. I know it's been a little while, y'all. I'm a little rusty. Okay? I'm a little rusty. So I'm going to need y'all to bear with me. All right, shout out to everybody sending love, sending peace, sending prosperity, sending abundance, sending clarity, sending mental clarity in times that we're in today. That's something we all gonna need. Y'all see what I pinned in the motherfucker. Y'all see what I pinned in the John. We all need some mental clarity right now because it seems like there's a lot going on in the air. All right, so I just want to really hover over that real quick, hover over some current energies. I really just want to get on here, interact with y'all real quick. You feel me? I posted earlier in my story. I was like, I had to let y'all know. Listen, man, I really do be appreciating the concern, the love, and the support when I tend to go on my little hiatuses. I understand. I'm real passionate about my brand and connecting guys and building the community up, building the astro community. And, I've noticed that it's mad easy to get overwhelmed. And I'm still learning how to pace myself. So when I be going on my little, my little spiritual vacays, and then y'all be DMing me and reaching out, yo, bro, you good? This, that, and this straight with the concerns. Like, I really appreciate that shit, family, from the bottom of my heart, dead ass. You feel me? Make a brother feel a little, make a brother feel a little loved. I ain't gonna lie, like, it's a crazy world. So when you get a little love, you gotta embrace that, motherfucker. You feel me? Nah, but dead ass, y'all, dead ass. So I just want to get that off my chest. Second, I know I'm speaking from a personal perspective. So, and I'm somebody that's aware. We're all aware of eclipse season. We're all aware of this is what we do. This is why we here. This is why we connect, right? And we can still have the awareness of these energies, and they can still kick our ass. They can still whip our motherfucking ass. Let me take a sip of some agua on that. I feel like God be watching the motherfucker. Like, don't think you got a cheat code for some shit. You little astro head motherfuckers down there. Yes, you niggas is more spiritually enlightened than the average human being, but don't get too motherfucking big-headed now. You still got to experience some shit out this motherfucker. If you got cheat codes for a video game, you still got to play the motherfucking game with the motherfucker. That's how you know your ass is. That's how you know you really ass in some shit. Motherfucker got every cheat code in the video game, still can't beat that motherfucker. Just put the motherfucking game down. That's how life be with this astrology spiritual shit. Yo, I missed y'all. I dead ass missed y'all. OD missed y'all. Damn, I can't even see comments for real right now. Y'all know I talk too much. All this air energy in the air. So if you got motherfucking Libra, Gemini, Aquarius placements, sit your ass down. Motherfuckers already be stumbling over their words, talking too motherfucking fast all the time. So you be dealing with double air influences right now. Don't anything an air sign say to your ass right now, let that shit go in one ear and out the motherfucking other. if they a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, motherfucking Sun, Moon, Horizon, Mercury. If it's a motherfucking Taurus, Cancer with a Gemini Mercury, don't listen to their ass right now. If it's one of them motherfucking Virgo Scorpios with that Libra Mercury, don't listen to their ass right now. If they a motherfucking Aquarius, who the fuck motherfucking Capricorn suns, Pisces suns, that got that motherfucking Aquarius Mercury, don't listen to their ass right now. Don't listen to nothing. If it involves air, detach yourself from it. Okay? Now, before I even get into the double air influences, y'all know how I get. Y'all, I ain't been on this motherfucker in a minute, and y'all know I'm a very sensitive spiritual being, so I absorb energy like this. So when I get on here and I pick up y'all energy very quick, so it make me very giddy. All right, make me very giddy and excited more than I already was to interact with y'all. But look, because I've been MIA, so I may have to catch up on a couple of things a little bit here and there. Because don't get it twisted. Yeah, I ain't been on the scene. Yeah, I haven't been showing face, but I ain't missing a step with these motherfucking influences. All right, I ain't missing a motherfucking step. Now listen. First of all, I just want to hover over this motherfucking full moon eclipse and Sagittarius that we just had. Now, I need y'all to understand something. We are amongst one of the most interactive axes of the 12 houses. The Gemini Sagittarius axis might be the most social axis. To be honest, I would say it's between that axis and it's between the Leo Aquarius axis. But the thing is, y'all know what I say about Aquarius when it comes to the air signs. To me, they're more purposeful communicators. Geminis, Libra suns, I ain't throwing no shots at y'all, but the thing about the Libra Gemini archetype, we can just feel motherfucking invigorated just communicating. Sometimes we don't need a subject. All right? Sometimes we just want to relate, right? If you're a Libra Gemini, sometimes you know you ain't got no hoes, but you be wanting to be with a hoe. If that makes sense. Y'all get my drift? Y'all get my drift? The air signs knew what I meant. That might have went over some fire. That might have went over some fire, earth, and water placements. Fire placements may have got that, but as a Gemini, Libra, that's be some of y'all motherfucking problem. You don't know how to be to your motherfucking self. Even if you ain't got no hoes, your ass still trying to get up in the... So sit y'all asses down. Aquarius, that's why I give Aquarius the credit. Because Aquarius doesn't get as much, I don't think Aquarius get as much credit as they do for being able to be chameleons at times. All right, we give the chameleon, the adaptable, we give that type of energy to the mutable signs a lot of times, to the Geminis, to the motherfucking Pisces, right? Virgos walk in the room, they know how to adapt to things very quick, start reading every motherfucking thing in there. Who else? Sagittarius, very flexible. The mutable signs, it's their natural energy. They're flexible, they always come in and participate into things and join the flow, find the connection in there, right? That's mutable energy. But motherfucking Aquarius, you feel me? Yes, we know they got that reserved stereotype, and yes, we know they can be very picky when it comes to communication. Very motherfucking picky with who they spending their time with. It's Saturn energy, so they not finna waste time with you. But Saturn is not as giddy as I would say Mercury is, right? Saturn is not as giddy and impulsive to communicate, interact, and learn, and this and that third as Mercury is. Saturn is not as quick and impulsive to connect and feel and indulge into pleasure and experience things dealing with pleasure and whatnot like Venus is. Saturn don't give a fuck about no love. Don't give a fuck about no love. So that's why the air signs, you feel me? Every archetype is different. Y'all all share the same element. Y'all all air, but shit still be motherfucking different. You have to understand the differences of our archetypes. Now, okay, so the full moon in Sagittarius, you have to understand eclipse season is way more intense because you have to think about it. Whether it's a solar eclipse or a lunar eclipse, something's going to be hidden, right? Whether the moon is perceived to be hidden, covered, the sun is perceived to be hidden, covered. So when we look at that as how that comes down and influences us, there's going to be parts of us. It could be some very dark parts of ourselves that we may glance at every here and there. But when it's in eclipse season, we become embodied in it now. We become embodied in the darkness. We become embodied in the shadow. Or, you know, if it's a solar eclipse, it's very easy to manifest periods, weeks, or that actual peak of the eclipse manifest situations where there was a huge ball of sunlight, a situation where your demons, your shadows, or something that needs to expire got thrown on the stage. It got illuminated for you to see it in a huge way. It might have been you seeing that shit with other motherfuckers seeing your bullshit too, depending on what type of situation it was. So that's why eclipse season comes with that type of intensity. You can almost always, and you also have to understand when we get into these full moons, new moon periods, they're always so significant because there's a union, there's a relationship, a significant, unique relationship between the sun and the moon. So when we get into these new moon periods, you should always feel a sense of revitalization. You should always feel refreshed spiritually around new moon energies, right? And full moon energies is very likely to feel a little heavy at times. And that doesn't mean you're writing a positive or negative vibration. It's just the accumulation of energy and experiences through that first half phase of that season, right? That sun season. So when it comes into eclipse season, you know, the releases could be heavier. The self-realizations could be a little bit more uncomfortable. And because it's a time where we have to either release or we have to gain this new awareness about something, eclipse seasons can cause more intense situations for you to spiritually grasp a circumstance or grasp what you got going on in your motherfucking life. All right. I like to say it's a strong period where we're ridding out energies. We're always ridding out energy. Y'all know me. I'm always talking about motherfucking shadow work and discipline. I can't help it. It's all the Saturn shit in my motherfucking life. And my life be fucked up when I don't got Saturn principles going on. So it's like I ain't got no choice but to talk about the shit. Saturn be bullying me into fucking talking about that motherfucker. No, you better tell them motherfuckers about structure. You better tell them niggas about discipline. You better tell them niggas the sun ain't got shit on me in this realm. I'm the shit in this realm. Everything take time in this motherfucker. You gotta build to have something in this motherfucker. You gotta learn to deal with motherfucker Uncle Sam taxes and reality in this motherfucker. All right? Saturn ain't fucking around. So, guys, with that full moon and Sagittarius energy, it's very likely that a lot of you guys experience feeling spiritually sick and tired of a cycle in your life that dealt with restriction. All right? That was one of the biggest things. We're not too far off of it. We're only 2 moons away. Right? Moon is in Aquarius. So it's very likely you're still feeling some of these energies, experiencing some of these energies. But these cycles, a lot of you guys that feel like you're experiencing, like, yo, I do feel like I'm in a state of restriction in my life. A lot of the people that are kind of feeling that on an intense level, you're in that spiritual cage because it's self-imposed. So that's important to understand around this time. All right? If you feeling like there's a strong sense of restriction, and it could be restriction towards anything, guys. It could be restriction with motherfucking, you feel like you don't travel. We could actually throw the actual Sagittarius long distance vacation theme into it. You feel you restricted, you don't experience as much. You got certain aspirations. Creative endeavors. We got the fire element, but you haven't poured into that. You haven't put time into that. So now you're feeling restricted in a stagnant, idle space. But creativity wise. You could be socializing with motherfuckers, going to work, doing this, that, and the third, but creatively feel idle because you got a motherfucking imagination. You have creative juices. We all have aspirations. Spirit came here to create some shit. So when we get too stuck in the routine, y'all know how that play out. We become frustrated because it's like, yo, what am I experiencing? What am I creating? So a lot of these themes may have been intense around Sagittarius season, right? You got it could be a creative hobby you even have, and you've been neglecting that a lot. But you realize you feel fulfilled when you deal with that shit. So a lot of y'all started to remind yourself like, nah, I got to get back in the studio. What the fuck? I need to start going back to my painting sips. I need to get back to designing clothes. I need to, whatever the fuck it is. Whatever the fuck it is. All right? So those are very important things. Is your sense of restriction or is the influence of feeling restricted being developed from something that's self-imposed? You feel me? A lot of y'all may feel sick and tired of a lack of application. When I think about Sagittarius, a lot of times I like to use that word application because we're dealing with education. We're dealing with, the teacher-student energy. But, you know, in the times we're in today, especially in this modern world, education has so many different facets to it, right? So you could go to school, get a certain type of degree, this, that, and the third. A motherfucker could go online right now, pay for a $1,000 course to do this, that, and the third, get these type of credentials. So it's a lot of ways to flex shit right now when it comes into acquiring knowledge and wisdom, especially in the age of Aquarius, right? So when it comes into me using the word application, some of you guys, there's something that you wanted to fucking learn how to do, and it's been years now. Your ass got this whole aspiration to be this, that, and the third, but there's a certain form, there's a course, some form of schooling, something you got to learn, somebody you could have got taught from. You could self-teach yourself, but you're not, applying yourself in that way. So lack of application, guys. Where's our lack of application at? Let's spot that before the sun gets into motherfucking Cancer. All right. And universe works in a divine way. We always are graced with reasonable time periods, right? So a season starts, this motherfucking season starts, right? New moon, right? Sun in Gemini, new moon, right? So we got the time to plant seeds, put energy into things. All right, you motherfuckers got 14, 15 days to make some shake, to shake and bake a couple of things. Then that's enough time. Y'all let me know that's valid. Y'all let me know. About 2 weeks and change, it's a good time to make some things happen if you're really focused. That's the thing. When you start understanding the properties of time, you start understanding how to manipulate it differently. So, a lot of people be trying to put their mind to do something and they're already overwhelming themselves thinking about how much time it's going to take. But when you eliminate the fact of time, when you eliminate the fact of that, just eliminate time, period. It's an illusion anyway. So when you just get focused or you just put your intention, right? You indulge yourself or you motherfucking drown yourself in whatever it is that you're doing, right? Spiritually, mentally, physically, you're all up in whatever creative endeavor, goal, aspiration it is. The shit that you accomplish in a couple of weeks may impress you all the time. Every time you get into a serious, focused, sharp, intentional space about something, you always impress yourself with how much you were able to accomplish or make progress with something in a certain amount of time, because this shit is an illusion. So when you get more in tune with, aligning with intention, get more in tune with understanding that once you thought it, imagined it, it's already done. It's just that we need to go through a physical, third dimensional process to bring it down. Once you really embody that knowledge, creating ain't nothing. You don't look at time like it's a motherfucking problem. You don't look at it. It's the same thing as if you go into work, you work somewhere you don't really want to be at, this, that, and the third. You feel me? You go in there. If you go in there mentally, complaining, already, reinforcing negative affirmations about the shit. You feel me? Picking at every little thing that happens at work. That 9 to 5 finna feel like your ass just did a 12-hour shift up that motherfucker. Yo, negative mindsets, negative frequency vibrations live long, treacherous lives. Long, treacherous lives. While you can have some spirits out here, happy as a motherfucker, optimistic as a motherfucker. They probably they could transition young, transition in their 30s, transition in their 40s. Lifespan had way more life than this 80-year-old mean, ugly. When you got so much negative energy, your ass start getting ugly like a motherfucker. Motherfuckers be ugly as hell when they harnessing that much negative energy, that much grudge energy. No, it ain't the water in your diet while your skin is. Let go of that motherfucker you're thinking about. All of this shit right here. You ever see a motherfucker? All this shit just. See, I'm a happy nigga, so my shit can't even get that crazy right there. Some of you niggas shits be looking like a whole, like packs of hot dogs out, Franks on your motherfucking forehead. Release the tension out this motherfucker. Your spirit don't need to be carrying all that motherfucking baggage. Niggas could look better just off changing their mood. But see, I'm giving too much game. Giving y'all too much game. Motherfuck a diet. Motherfuck a gym, a trainer. Bitch, you need a smile. The fuck? I know I attract nothing but optimistic people, so I know everybody in this chat is some high-spirited beings. So being a high-spirited being, an optimistic being, optimistic spirit, we're sensitive towards the fucking low motherfuckers. Low spirit having motherfuckers. Can't let them motherfuckers bring you down with them, all right, family? Stay strong, stay high, all right? No pun intended. But anyway, so full moon Sagittarius, guys, that like just feeling sick and tired of the lack of application, feeling sick and tired of the lack of motherfucking of self-imposed restrictions in your life. All right, yearning for new experiences, ending cycles that block you from starting new journeys. Right, Sagittarius wants to journey. Who don't love a motherfucking Sagittarius, right? Who don't love you know what I like Sagittarius is? This is why I like Sagittarius is. Because they do things. Sagittarius the type of like, if you introverted. Now, shout out to my Sagittarius for this, because I really fucks with y'all for what I'm about to say. If you a motherfucking introverted ass motherfucker or whatever, you don't really be social like that. Or when you get into social environments, you just feel funny, right? Sagittarius friends will bring you to a function. You don't know nobody in there, and they will make sure you Gucci in there. Like, Sagittarius could be some of the best hosts, all right? As long as we make it home safe, though. If we ain't get locked up, get into a fight, make it home safe, oh, the night out finna be wavy with the Sag. They finna introduce you to everybody. Their peoples is finna be as warm-hearted and warm-spirited as the Sag, because the Sag don't fuck with heavy energy. So it's his or hers Sag people finna be like, oh, what's good, boy? What's up? Oh, you be doing your YouTube thing? And they gonna talk like this, man. No, I'm just playing. But that's how they gonna be, though. They gonna be optimistic beings. So one thing you gotta keep in mind about that Sagittarius Gemini axis, they don't do that negative energy shit. They don't do that shit, bro. They don't play that shit. Certain signs just don't play heavy energy, heavy negative energy. There's other signs that'll challenge the heavy energy. You send negative energy their way, they may not dismiss it. They'll challenge it. Like, okay, you want to fuck my vibe up. Sagittarius, Gemini, you got to do a lot to get them there. Now, you go, I don't know, you go fuck with a Cancer placement or some shit. You are your motherfucker. Oh, you fuck with a Cancer placement or them niggas will challenge your dumb shit. They'll challenge your dumb shit. Sometimes they not so good at just detaching and walking away. It's like, oh, somebody want to fuck with me? Okay. All right. There's moon energy over here. I'm finna react to some shit. So, boom, full moon and Sagittarius energies. Mutable signs, mutable placements. Gemini sun. First of all, happy solar return to all my motherfucking Gemini suns in the motherfucking building. All right. My mom's a Gemini. Okay. I love me a Gemini. All right. Lighthearted, intelligent beings. Okay. I know y'all is low-key some of the most hated in the zodiac. Y'all low-key is some of the most hated in the zodiac, so I try to do my best to stick up for what I feel like is the most hated signs. Motherfuckers, I'm a Libra. I'm a whole lucky Libra. Motherfuckers be trying to tell me I'm biased. I be picking certain signs. I think I keep it balanced as a motherfucker. I feel like if you've been paying attention or building, connecting with the community and me these past couple years, you can say Boro is always given a positive and negative display or exhortation when it comes to each one of these placements, all right? Y'all swear I be jacking certain signs. But hey, shout out to my Geminis, all right? I would say Geminis, Scorpios, Libras, Pisces, and Virgos. I think that's top 5 most hated in my opinion. I think that's top 5 most hated on. Niggas just always got shit to say about them 5. Always. All right? It'd be a little tough. It'd be a little tough, actually. Kind of want to slide Cancer in there, and I kind of want to slide... Damn, I'm sorry. It's just hard for me, because I know the darkness to every one of you motherfuckers, so... It'd be hard for me to single shit out like that, but... I know everybody could be leaning on a positive... or negative, light or dark vibration any fucking day of the week. I had to get on demon time a couple of times in eclipse season, so I'm in rebuke mode right now. I'm still paying for some shit that I done leaned into some shit myself, y'all. Listen, I'm Libra Scorpio cut. I got Scorpio stellium. My life ain't all light all the time. Shit be heavy, dark, and sometimes I have to make sure I'm not adapting dark shit that happens to me as a defense mechanism. Because that's what the fuck you do sometimes when you got too much water placements or too much Scorpio placements. Sometimes there's too much water. You absorb too much of what you may experience and start to play victim. Now you got negative ass defense mechanisms. Now Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, when y'all trying to date somebody, you have a bunch of negative impulsive responses to things because you still too submerged in the water emotion of a past situation. Ain't nobody trying to do nothing to your ass. This is a new experience, motherfucker. All right? Cancer, Scorpio, motherfucking Pisces. Pisces is way better though than the Cancer and Pisces way better than Cancer and Scorpio. Sometimes it takes too long for a motherfucking Scorpio Cancer to get out a past water. Okay, and this goes both genders too. This thing I'm not even just I'm talking about water. So naturally, the connotation to it can naturally make you think, okay, we're looking at feminine energies. I know some of the most emotional niggas in the world. I played basketball. So I've interacted. When you play basketball, especially on the level I played it, from a kid all the way to a collegiate Division I level, you see men go through a lot of emotions. You see men go through a lot of different emotions that you may not see just going to school, going to work. Right? There's a lot of passion, there's a lot of motherfucking testosterone. Motherfuckers got their own individual goals. Even though it's a team game, niggas got their own individual goals for themselves. So that clashes with things. So, I know some niggas more emotional than some girls are. I know some girls way sturdier than some niggas I know. Don't let the physical body slip your shit up sometimes. Some spirits be just gangster. It don't matter if they ain't a motherfucking female, male, motherfucking androgynous, a motherfucking crocodile, motherfucking peacock body, a motherfucking tulip in a tree. Some spirits is just gangster like that. So, ladies, I know some of y'all done dealt with some Cancer men and you just couldn't. You just couldn't. You could not. And Cancer placements is be hard to gauge with they ass sometimes. And I'm starting to realize Cancer placements, y'all motherfuckers, it ain't really to be no in between with y'all. It's just Cancer either be mad cool, like extremely cool, like so cool you think it's funny, like why are you so cool, like, or sometimes you just bump into them fucking Cancers that is like, I'm going to get the fuck away from this motherfucker because I don't know what they feeling or thinking, but their energy heavy as hell. And those Cancers know they're like that. They know Cancer energy is powerful in general. Like, it's moon energy. I'm about to drop a video. I'm about to get back on my YouTube channel. I got some videos to drop, y'all. Got some shit to drop on Patreon. But, before I get back into the Signs Through the Houses series for the 10th house, before I start that back up, I got like 4 or 5 videos I want to drop. And I want to drop my interpretation of what I think the most powerful signs / placements are. No order. But, I don't want to break down too much of why, I want to save some of that for that. But Cancers, sometimes that energy is just too. I don't even blame y'all ass because it's just too powerful for y'all own good. But yeah, y'all Cancers sometimes be hard to find the middle with y'all asses. You got them Cancers, the moody, always scheming Cancers. I won't even say scheming, just always on the guard. That's what it is. That's what it is. Always on the guard like a motherfucker. Like, motherfucker, you in the room by yourself. What the fuck is you looking at? Cancer be in the room by themselves. Like, if you don't get your emotionally paranoid, live in the past too much. It's the moon and see this. This has been months, y'all. It's been months since I did any type of live anything, and I still don't learn my lesson. Still too much rambling sometimes. Too much rambling. Anyways. Now, to get to my main points. what time is it? 9:45. Sun and moon in motherfucking air, right? You got sun in Gemini, moon in Aquarius. Once again, happy birthday to all my gem sons out there, right? My cousins. Now look, it's just funny how, you know, I already seen the post earlier, like, wow, all this shit in the air. We got all this shit going on in the air with the sun and moon in air. What a coinkydink, right? But keep in mind, guys, like, okay, what influences does this come with, right? You got a sun moon trine between air signs, right? So that already means there's going to be a lot of, there's a extreme strong potential for air energy to thrive in a positive way amongst the collective, right? So that would be communication. That would be, you know, brainstorming. This would be collaborative efforts. Any efforts where, you know, multiple minds need to come together. This is a great time right now. Just when you have double air energies, a lot of air energies, it's really a good time to just try to hash out things, you know, with people that you may not have the most fluid, smooth communication with, right? It's more of a tendency for somebody that don't really listen well to kind of feel spiritually inclined to listen a bit more around this time. But a lot, sun and moon and air creates, boy, I'm mad you've been so long. I'm mad too. I'm mad too, right? I'm mad too. But you know what it is. God, I miss it. I love you. All right? I ain't going nowhere. So listen. It may take a little pause or something, but I came down here to be in this physical body and do what the fuck I'm doing. So I'm here now. All right. But, sun, moon, Aquarius. Okay. But with the luminaries in the same element, it's always going to create potential for, you know, that energy to play out in the most extreme way. The two most important stars, they low-key not even really stars, but between the sun and the moon, because they really some other shits, like no funny shit, but between the sun and the moon, when they both in the air element, obviously there's going to be potential to overthink things for no reason, especially if you already have air placements, all right? Especially if you already have air placements, then you motherfucking got, I don't even know if this is the proper phase, but you can be overly curious to the point, you know, that can get you in trouble. Go ask a Gemini or Virgo placement how curiosity can get you into trouble. Some Geminis and Virgos so curious, they done did some things in their life. They ain't never telling nobody they did, but it's because curiosity got them to that motherfucking place. And that's it. Once they experienced it once, it's like, all right, I'm good. I don't need to go back. This secret stayed in my motherfucking 8th house. Geminis, Virgos is dying right now. Gemini, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rises is crying, laughing right now because y'all really think y'all is some of the most sneaky motherfuckers. It ain't y'all think y'all is. But this shit is funny as hell. It's funny as hell. I'm about to put my ex-girlfriend on blast, but I don't give a fuck. She don't watch my shit. I don't think she do. She super Virgo placements. This, that, and the third. And you know, we had like a conversation some years removed after our relationship, and we had a very intense ending that I don't need to get into, but some extreme dramatic shit. And once we've had I guess you could say a closure conversation years removed from that, she admitted to me that certain things that she experienced with me, no nigga that she date will ever know any of that shit. And I know I'm the most significant relationship in her life. She's the most significant relationship I ever fucking personally had. All right? So that's crazy to me. Virgos, Geminis, you some sneaky motherfuckers. Like, it is what it is. I'm not saying you got to disclose every single thing with somebody you date, but when you building a divine, true, genuine connection with somebody, you should be 100% transparent, bro. You should be 100% transparent. And, you know, that's a shaky thing, especially from a man's perspective, right? We do so much to try to read a woman, read her history, this, that, and the third. Women really don't be caring how promiscuous a man is. Like, let's be honest. I'm not about to make this a debate right now. I'm not about to get too off track, but let's be honest. Women don't really care that much how promiscuous a man is because men are fucking men. That ain't new. That ain't new news. That ain't new news. All right, I'm not saying a woman don't care if a nigga just out here going crazy, got a crazy reputation. The nigga might got shit and shit. I'm not saying that, but let's just say a woman can find a man that is experienced and, you know, found fond of by other women. She can find that man intriguing. But in general, though, overall, though, Virgos, Geminis, cut that shit out. You fucking with somebody, stop trying to be extra fucking secret. When it's time to express some shit, you be vulnerable and let that shit the fuck out. They deserve to know that shit. Tired of y'all motherfucking Mercury plate. I don't know how this turned into Dragon. I'm bugging out. It's Gemini birthday. I'm bugging out. I'm not supposed to be wilding on y'all like this. I'm out. I told you I'm rusty. I'm out the loop. I'm trying to get back in the loop right now. That's one of the cardinal sins. You can't just be flaming and roasting the sun sign. Like, that's bad karma, right? That's bad karma. My bad. Geminis, y'all the best. I love y'all. Y'all the best. Y'all the smartest niggas I know. All y'all is getting rich this year, 2023. All of y'all. It don't even matter. Just jump. You don't even got to be the sun. It don't even got to be the sun. If you a Gemini moon, rising, you can have an asteroid in Gemini. All right? Matter of fact, you even need, if you got Gemini somewhere in your chart, where's it at? You got Gemini in your chart somewhere? You getting rich this year, all right? You was making it to the land of milk and honey this year. Okay? Shout out to my Gemini placements. I rebuke any hate that I just sent y'all away. So, you know, with this extreme air energy, guys, it's just funny how when we look at what's actually going on in the atmosphere, it sounds cliche, right, to just direct it towards air energies, right? But guys, y'all gotta understand. Somebody said Juno. Somebody said, I got Juno in Gemini. My name Gemini. My favorite movie, Gemini Man. Hey, yo, I'll be wildin'. Anyways, so much air energy, guys. Y'all gotta understand. This brings so much potential. I'm dead ass, like, my eyes, man, watery. There's so much potential. Excuse me, guys. It sounds cliche, right? To compare things with air and what's going on in the air, but y'all gotta understand. The moon is in Aquarius. The moon is in Aquarius. That is the number one sign for anything dealing with motherfucking propaganda. That is the number one sign for anything dealing with, media manipulation, media in general. You really have to pay attention to what be going on when there's significant alignments dealing with Aquarius. This is like, it opens up damn near portals for people to send collective messages, When you, like, if you got things to do with public speaking or, I don't know, something that's a thing that's about to be delivered to a large party of people or something, right? Especially if it's in a wide scale, wide societal scale, something, so it's some celebrity or something, politics, whatever. Boy, if they doing shit around Aquarius season, I mean not Aquarius season. If they doing shit around the moon and Aquarius alignments or significant Aquarius alignments, you don't even second guess if it's some bullshit. Don't second guess it at all. Don't second guess it at all. Nowadays, anything is, we in the age of Aquarius. So anything that motherfucking happen nowadays, you just chalk it up and say this some bullshit. That ain't natural. This is some bullshit. Everything alternative, weird, and has and most likely has, can have a hidden agenda behind it, all right? I don't know how many of you guys see my story, but guys, weather has been manipulated for probably, I don't know, like, I know I was aware about weather being engineered manually since I was in elementary school. I turned 30 this year, right? So that's how long ago I've been aware of this. So who knows? Right? Who knows how many things have been manipulated when it comes into certain atmospheres, environments, Hurricane Katrina, all different type of shit. Obviously, we live in a world that is we're in a feminine body. This shit absorbs energy. So a lot of what the fuck be going on down here be a lot of the energy that's being projected by the people, the motherfucking experiences going on within the solar system. So yes, we be fucking the world up too. We fucking the world up obviously in so many different ways. In so many fucking different ways. All right, but hey, I'll be honest with you, the nigga just visited, so niggas want to fuck the world up, shit, then I just got to fight a million times harder to make sure my world, my loved ones, my support system, the people I want to see win, have some type of wholesome world within their own. People, I ain't the wisest nigga, but I didn't watch too much spirits transition early, or I don't even want to say early, because I believe everything happens when it's supposed to happen, but sometimes you can transition earlier than you were supposed to based off of a certain frequency vibration you was riding. But anyways, I didn't watch too much shit happen to motherfuckers thinking they could change the motherfucking world. This might sound real devilish and Saturnish and Capricornish right now, but it is reality, all right? When one motherfucker ain't changing the world, when you look at energy in general, there's too many different spirits here right now. There's too much different spirits visiting from different places, transitioning out of here, starting things, and then leaving it for other people to deal with what they started and transitioning. It's too much different energies, too much different spirits. We did not all create this realm on our own. That's a whole nother story. Now we get into the ancient civilizations and the first humans that were engineered, and we get into real spiritual, some of the early spiritual warfares amongst the solar system. So that's all, YouTube, Anunnaki, and a lot of shit, and you'll find your way. Your spirit will lead you, all right? But, once you start overwhelming yourself, trying to be too much of an influence or impact on the world to change something, you're going to be changed. You're going to be transformed. It's spiritually wiser to be as best of an example of what you want to project in the world, what you want others to see and carry on. Because the more of an example you are of that, then the more your world is going to be that. You're not going to change the whole world, but you're going to realize the relationships, the environments, the opportunities, the situations you fall into in your personal world is going to be that energy. That's the best you could do, family. That's the best you could do. All right? Some people do have a spirit or create situations in their life that they can impact large parts of the world, right? So influence wavers on different levels, but you just have to understand, guys, this is an experience that you came to personally expand for yourself. Think about it, guys. Imagine if every time you go and jump into a body to experience something, your spirit is always wavering because of that environment. Your spirit can't never go into a body, go into an environment and individually leave a spiritual stamp itself. But your spirit, any world your spirit going to, any body, any motherfucking galaxy, don't matter where the fuck your ass is at. You in planet Earth, you over here, you over there. You always getting wavered. You're easily manipulated. You're easily molded by that environment. You're always heavily considering. You're trying to heavily consider every single energy in the environment. Like, that's too much. Like, bro, you one spirit, bro. You're one spirit. You're one spirit. Of course, we all wish that the world could be fucking better. Of course, there's so much simple fixes I see in things in society that me and my bro can sit there and have a conversation about, but we live in a system where it's a system. So it's not just about developing the solutions, right? There's gonna be a perception that that's what our government does, but is it more about control or solutions, right? So when you start taking these things into account on a personal level, you'll start to manipulate your personal world way quicker, to the point you may be blind to the shit going on in the world. You're like, shit, that's what's going on over there? I know. Anyways, so anytime you see Aquarius involved, and shout out to my Aquarius, you really should take this as a compliment. Aquarius should take this as a compliment because it's showing that y'all is some of the most strategical, influential motherfuckers. Every time Aquarius energy is being utilized to influence a mass body of people, that shows how potent Aquarius energy is when it comes into mass messages, bulletin messages, anything on a large scale when it comes to communication, yeah, Aquarius have that. So this is why they can start cults easy. They can become influential real easy. They can start expressing themselves and create a lot of copycats or a lot of, people biting their style and whatnot. That's what it is. That's just what the fuck it is. But just know that's the number one sign we're dealing with when it comes into themes of propaganda. Anything dealing with the psychology of media tactics, media fear tactics. We are in the age of Aquarius. Pluto started harmonizing with Aquarius more this year. I didn't really get a chance to even talk about motherfucking Pluto and Aquarius. You feel me? I didn't really get a chance to talk about that motherfucker. But hey, I already said, you could scroll back to certain posts not too long on my page. I kind of hovered at some themes that I predict is going to happen with motherfucking Pluto and Aquarius. It's going to be a long-ass transit, but, within these next couple of years, early in the transit, I do think there's going to be something similar to either the pandemic or it's going to be something similar where it's going to be another mass trial. It's whatever they're going to say. They've started here or started there, wherever the fuck it started. Wildfires in Canada, wherever the fuck. But it's going to be another program to see how much control do we have. How much people are going to listen when we tell them to do this, that, and the third. You feel me? So, y'all just got to put y'all faith in the Most High. When you just do that, you good out this motherfucker. Like, it is what it is. Like, it is what it is. You got to put your faith in the Most High. Like, everybody that live in New York, listen, you feel everybody live in New York. Shout out to everybody in New York. Shout out to everybody. I live in VA and there's a little funny money out here today. So, the shit is just weird. You feel me? Do the things that spirit is already on top of y'all to do, whether it's, y'all steaming y'all face, getting some nice steam up in the respiratory system, the sun, y'all saging a little bit more, lighting more Palo Santo sticks, incense a little bit. You see the air diffuser lit, you feel me? But that stay lit. So, but I don't give a fuck about shit like this. Like, I don't care about shit like this because I don't allow the spiritual seed to get planted in the first place. That's the problem. When shit like this happens in the world or whatnot, and then, you start feeding it, you're not even realizing that was the whole point in the first place. They needed your energy to keep feeding it this some more instead of being able to look at it from an outside the body type of thing. So I already knew what weather been engineered for the motherfucking longest. Moon was in Aquarius today. It's double motherfucking air energy. Then it's the same attack on fucking air. It's the same attack on fucking air. They really had yo, family, you really understand this, family? They really try to get us to be scared of air a few years ago. That is nuts. That's nuts. It's nuts. And I'm sad to even be in a fucking world where so much people, I'm not even gonna get into that because some people be too sensitive about that whole shit, but they try to make us fucking scared of air. That's nuts to me. That's nuts to me. That is nuts. Until I fucking walk outside and I just start coughing and I pass out or some shit and then that's it and I'm done, then that's what it is. But niggas ain't going, you not about to have me scared like that. No, you not about to have me scared like that. Hell the fuck no. I ain't really scared of shit. So, you thought a nigga gonna be scared of air? You thought you gonna create that deep of a fear tactic to make a nigga fear air? I know some people really didn't want to go outside. I got some elderly family members that really want to go outside and shit. You know? I don't really want to talk about elderly family, but older family members. Because I know it's a lot going on with the elderly people. But, like, you feel me? Like, I'm like, nah, there's too much fear, bro. What's the point of being a body experiencing? You scared of air right now. You do know that same air that's outside can find its way inside. How do you think the air inside your house got inside your house? Yo, so I could look like a dickhead. I could look like an asshole. I could look insensitive whenever I speak on things like this. I don't care because these type of scenarios always have a mocking type of energy to it. They're always mocking your intelligence. So how am I gonna feel insensitive or feel bad for coming off insensitive where I'm like, nigga, they're playing you. They're mocking you. They're mocking you. They're literally stripping your ability to access common sense immediately. What you do immediately is feed energy to their concept, to their propaganda, to whatever it is. You just immediately fed it. You didn't immediately think for yourself. Common sense, like common sense really ain't common. Like common sense really be like, it's like motherfuckers be thinking a common sense thought and they be like, nah, it can't be that. Nah, that make too much sense. It can't be that. Like, all right. I ain't gonna be scared of air. I'm sorry, my nigga. It's gonna have to be a crazy ass motherfucking revolution or some shit, and it's gonna have to kill me before I'm scared of some motherfucking air. So, you know, New York gonna be straight. It's funny because I'm looking in the comments. A lot of people saying from Canada saying we don't know there ain't shit going on over here. My right hand man got family in Canada. I'm like, you spoke to your people today? They're like, yeah, they don't know about that shit. He didn't know about it. I'm thinking when I hit him up, he was gonna know about it. I'm like, he got direct family in Canada. You know, so and you know what the sad part about it is? The sad part is that there will always be some sacrifices. There always will be some sacrifices. Like, these people don't care about sacrificing a couple of spirits to make things look realistic. They did it just not too long ago. They did it not too motherfucking long ago. So I gotta put that energy out there because that creates a natural defense and a natural shield from the bullshit or people that's too invested into it. Like that's part of the magic to talking about it in that manner because it creates that force field. That's something you should just exercise with communication, period. But that's really all I have to motherfucking say about that. If you never heard about HAARP, guys, HAARP, I'll be surprised if this live stay up after that. But if you ain't never hear about the word HAARP, it's foreign, you don't know what that is, YouTube finna enlighten your ass something crazy tonight. You finna learn some shit this week. All right, so don't ever underestimate the people that are trying to keep control of this realm. Don't underestimate what lengths they'll go to keep their control. They've been doing it for 2,000 years plus now, all right? It's only a small percentage of people that still think for themselves. And that small percentage of people may be the ones that become a strong crutch for certain people in these times that we're in, you know? So you got everybody joking this and that. Yeah, I was joking about it myself. I'm definitely gonna joke about shit like this at times. I'm gonna joke about this shit. You feel me? But you know, just seeing the coincidences with the energies and whatnot, everything that's going on in the world during the age of Aquarius. But you know, having so much air energy in the air right now, that's what fuels the concept to come off as it's something that's more real. You got to look at the two. You got to understand, like, it's the combination of Mercury from Gemini, then it's the combination of Saturn from Aquarius. So you are merging influences of pure logic, intense, passionate criticism, and mental concentration, right? A lot of Virgo placements more than Gemini's, but unexplainable levels of concentration they can hold, right? They're like human walking Adderalls and shit. So you got that influence of Mercury, detail-oriented ass, with Saturn's realistic ass, right? Saturn's practical ass. So it's so easy right now to start, you know, connecting other things in the world, Aquarius, other things going on in other places of the world. Like, that was going on over there too. Remember the smoke going on it's easy to start connecting all these different ideologies, concepts, ideas, thoughts, air, right? To start merging things into reality, making things seem like more of a reality for others. You know, you have to understand, magic is so deep that the powers that be, they're very magical. They're very magical beings. They exercise so much magic, it's not even funny. We already know they do rituals, and we already know about media propaganda. But as far as magic, like, motherfuckers could come together and put their imagination and their focus and their ideas on the same page so much and really create shit that ain't really, and create shit mentally. You know, that practice is still something that can be done in these times. Like, yes, the frequency vibration of the solar system has, you know, went through so many different shifts since its first creation. And it's really at the end stages for real, for real. So, you know, if you're looking at not the solar system, but like, yeah, the solar system. You're looking at the solar system and shit. More so Earth, but I want to say the whole solar system, like, it's at its elderly stages right now. So, as far as magic and all of that, really getting hands-on and doing it at a young age, and magic being a regular thing and creating things mentally with, you know, in a mastermind concept with different minds. Like, we were taught this in mystic schools and all that. Like, that was just life. Frequency vibrations shifted, dumbed down a bit. All right, it started to dumb down a bit. Started to get more, you know, leaving the higher chakras a bit, getting more acclimated into our lower chakras. You feel me? Our more sexual, you know, what's the fucking word? Survival like mentalities, and then, you know, we just keep fucking the world up. So just keep fucking the world up. So it's like a lot of spirits, aka us, is here to bring some spiritual stability to the motherfucker while, you know, conquering things on our own spiritual path. But for the most part, you know, it's so many ways that they'll throw these concepts out into the world, and we give them life and we create the reality ourselves. They make us do the work, and it's it's divine. It's manipulation. It's magic. It is what it is, you know. So these lies, I may not be the most articulate. I may not be the most, I guess, detail oriented, or when I may not provide the most information and research at times. I know I don't. I know there's astrologers, spiritualists, motherfucking you know, people that expose things in Matrix or whatnot that probably articulate things way better than me. But I really feel like my main purpose is just helping people to think for themselves in the first place. It's like, motherfucker, trying to even break down what that shit is all about. That shit ain't got shit to do with nothing, and you have to be able to exercise the muscle to not get consumed into things in the world. Like, life will be a bit more, less stressful. You'll run into opportunities a lot more, because there are things that's destined for you. There are things that's destined for you. But, you know, as human beings, or this human experience that we're experiencing, we do have free will. So, you know, sometimes a relationship or two, a little addiction, attachment or two, could be a little stumble. You know, it could block a little something in the way for us. But, hey, you got to know that's what you're doing when you're on some bullshit. All right? So, I don't want nobody sinking too heavy into this shit mentally. All right, guys? If you're in New York City, you feel me? Like, niggas is outside making jokes about this shit. Like, you know, I honestly feel like black people, I feel like melanated people, we always gonna make fun of shit like this, because like we the Aboriginal people and shit. So like, we kind of been through it all in this motherfucker already. Like, we kind of been through it all already, so we could, you know, they say people that's always joking around and shit really be like depressed and really be, you know, really be going through it and shit. Check on your happy friends, your positive friends. That's why black folk, we've been through too much in this motherfucker. We just gonna joke when they look like this outside. What we gonna cry for? No, life been too hard for my ancestors and all that. Fuck it. The air's fucked up. Let's make some jokes about the motherfucker. All right. So, but I'm sending love, healing to everybody in general. Just be very mindful of the realities you may create in your personal life just based off of what you're mentally feeding, especially when there's strong air energies in the air. All right. They put me on a timer, but that was pretty much the main things I wanted to talk about. Don't forget, you know, not only the Aquarius dealing with propaganda, just got that Uranus influence in general, right? Got that Uranus influence in general. So Uranus likes to stir things up. Uranus could be a motherfucking instigator, right? Uranus is rebellious. Uranus is opposing. So, you know, when Uranus, once again, Aquarius influences is in the mix, it can create static in the atmosphere. Things could be a little sticky. When Uranus show up to the show, it's as intense as like Pluto or Mars showing up to the show and shit. It's like, damn, what the fuck this nigga about to do to change or transform? What the fuck going on? What's she about to do to change or transform this shit? So that energy ain't nothing to play around with once again when it comes into Aquarius energy. This is why this is why a lot of Aquarius placements can persuade people to do so much things. And they will also attract people always trying to persuade them to do it. So the persuasion energy in general in Aquarius lives is very prominent, whether they're pushing it out or receiving it. And I want to talk about moon opposing Mars and Venus. I guess I could speak about that tomorrow. I really just want to get my feet wet today and just, I was a little rusty, y'all, a little dry. So I don't really want to connect with y'all, get that out there. We gonna talk tomorrow. Shout out to all my Patreon family on deck. We got a lot of catching up to do for the rest of the month. And I got a lot of shit I'm posting on YouTube within these next couple of days. I love everybody in this motherfucker.